So Taser International, is based right here in the Valley. They make the Axom body cameras used by police. Anita Roman is live in Scottsdale with a closer look at how these cameras work.
We're actually looking at her on a body camera. Anita?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing here. We're giving you a live demonstration of how this Axom camera works. The latest technology, the latest equipment many police officers are using to arm themselves when they are out on patrol. Pretty fascinating, and actually it seems very simple. This is Steve Tuttle, one of the main founders of this company. You're telling me that a number of officers, a number of jurisdictions in the Valley are actually coming to you and saying, we want this. We want to protect ourselves. We want to protect the people who we serve.
That's exactly right. And we've already been doing business with Mesa. They're our biggest customer in the state. Lake Havasu, Surprise locally. And they've had great success. In fact, Mesa just had a study come out of the Arizona State University showing how the complaints are being dropped at that city because they've got the ability to record their interactions with the public.
All right, this is a pretty interesting gadget. You have it attached to your glasses right now, but this is not a camera embedded in glasses. You can move it. Talk about what police officers can do with it.
Well, the amazing thing is I can have this on my head so I can get the complete police officer's perspective, because wherever I look at, I want to capture my own full context of what occurs. But I can also go into a darkened room and I can simply put it right there and I can transition very quickly and go right into a dark room. And if I go back outside, I simply just go right back to my glasses. I can do this with baseball caps. I can do this with motorcycle helmets and go up to 140 miles an hour, and it's not going to come off. So the reality is having this police officer perspective here is very, very important, because now, again, it sees what I see in my full context.
And then you can pull out your phone and you have the ability to actually see what the camera is seeing.
Exactly. That's a way to check to make sure you've got your camera on target, especially when you go to your collar. You may have it aimed upwards or downwards. You can check it. But more importantly, you can look up in attics, you can look around corners and see what's going on. So I can look around and take a look at what's occurring here in this building here. I can also go back and play back video of what I've recorded, maybe of a dangerous suspect, and say, hey, was this the suspect that attacked you? And I can record you and say, yes, that was it. And I can tag it. So I can do lots of things mobile-wise. So we want to get these police officers in the 21st century.
So we know it's important to have the camera and to capture the video. So let's talk about the data. How and when do officers store the data? How long is the data stored? Because if an incident takes place, that's when you want to be able to go back and say, let's see what really happened.
Right. Well, the data, once you upload it, once you go to a charging station, this goes to an internet connection and encrypts the video, sends it to the cloud, called theevidence.com. And you can go back and manage that data. You can put meta tags in there, but it'll stay there for as long as you want it to stay there. If it's an innocuous contact and no one's made a complaint, you can delete it. You can have it set to so it automatically deletes. It goes to internal affairs to make sure that it's good to go and can be deleted. Or if it's maybe a high, pressure stakes case, you want to keep that for a long, long time.
You also had a little gadget on your belt, and that you were showing me that the officers actually have the ability to tap it and to kind of rewind time, essentially, and start recording if they think something is about to happen.
You bet. Let's say you and I are driving around in Phoenix or Mesa PD, and you and I are having a private conversation. This device is recording it, but it's not recording our conversation. It's only saving the last 30 seconds of the video portion. So you and I are talking about Chief Milstead and his latest practices. It's our private conversation, but I see a red light runner. I double tap this, that turns the camera on. It goes back 30 seconds and captures that that video only. So now we didn't miss the crime. But once I push that, you and I now have a red light on like a spokesperson. When I see red light, I go into professional mode, just like the police officers go into a professional mode. And now we will fully arrest that person or give them a ticket. Once we're done, we'll turn the device off and it'll go back into the buffer recording mode. When we get at the end of the shift, we upload it, and now it's securely in the cloud. And we have the full data. So the ideal thing that we're doing here is we're taking the uncertainty out of crimes and out of passionate things that have occurred, and you want to be able to have the certainty. And audio and video gives you the best available evidence to do that.
Briefly talk about the reaction you're getting from the different police departments just here in the Valley as well as around the nation as to how well this equipment works, how it served them.
Well, we had a watershed moment, and that was in Rialto Police Department. It's a suburb of Los Angeles. And they had 115 officers do a blind study with Cambridge University. And they proved that by having these Axon Flex cameras, they were dropping complaints by 88%. Now that's a big game-changing technology and saves money. The more important aspect, especially in light of Ferguson, is that we had a 57% drop in use of force. Wow. I mean, that's stunning, because now you have less risk, less opportunity for lawsuits, less injuries, so you're saving the city's money. So what they're looking at, the camera right now, is an investment with a return on the investment, not a spend. So that's the big issue right now. And again, it's all about the word uncertainty. With cameras, you take that into the certainty world.
All right, great information. Thanks so much, Steve. And Rick and Andrew, Steve says that he is just getting inundated with inquiries, not just from departments across the United States, but also here in the Valley. A lot of departments coming forward saying, what can we do? What should we do? How much does it cost? How does it work? So it'll be interesting to see if we see more Valley police officers wearing cameras like these in the days, weeks, months to come.
Well, in light of Ferguson and stories of the Wall Street Journal, the stock of Taser International has gone up considerably, knowing that this is something that police departments are going to need and going to use. Yeah. So if you could congratulate Steve on doing a great job, Anita.
Thanks, Anita.
Developing these products.
Wow.
These are non-lethal products. Think about what Taser does. They develop non-lethal products, the Taser and the body camera.
Yeah.